Mr. X am wrong. All wrong. I am all mixed. I mean up mixed. Wrong. All wrong. I mean mixed up. Oh, stiddle fix X, 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 X. I am Mr. X and I'm quite complex. And my foot is just exactly where my hand should be. I am made all wrong. Where do I belong? When the parts all mixed and in betwixt belong to me? I am Mr. X and I'm quite complex. And my front is now exactly where my back should be. I am made all wrong. Where do I belong? When my right side up is upside down and under me. Quite complex, X-I, Mr. Quite am feet. Just exactly, and should mix belong the back of me. Mr. Front, all wrong. Right upside is when, down exactly where my X and back is wrong should be.
Wrong. Mr. X, you are mixed up and all wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Hey Croak, yeah, I think the stream is working.
I, Mr. X, am wrong. All wrong. I am all mixed.
Now.
I mean up mixed. Wrong. All wrong. I mean mixed up. Oh, stiddle fix X, 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 X,
So, yeah,
X,
hello,
X. I am Mr. X and I'm quite complex. And my foot is just exactly where my hand should be.
When I was a kid,
I am made
I was
all
really into
wrong.
this show
Where do
called
I
Letter People.
belong? When the parts all mixed and in betwixt belong to me?
And on the letter people, that all the characters.
I
there
am
was a character
Mr.
for each
X
letter of
and
the
I'm quite
alphabet.
complex. And my front is now exactly where my back should be.
And my favorite character was one by the name of Mr. X.
I am made all wrong.
And
Where
Mr.
do
X's
I
whole thing
belong? When my right
said,
side up is upside down and
everything
under
that he
me?
touches just kind of turns really screwy.
Quite complex,
and gets
X,
mixed
I,
up and
Mr.
messed
Quite
up.
am feet. Just exactly, and should mix belong the back of
And,
me?
and so I
Mr. Front, all
I
wrong.
created
Right
this
upside
character and
is
I made,
when, down
a
exactly
me
where my X
that
and
I-
back is wrong should be.
I made a me on Nintendo Wii because that was what
Wrong.
we did back then.
Mr. X, you are mixed up and all wrong. Wrong, wrong.
Sorry. I'll turn that down. So yeah, I used to be a big fan of this show called The Letter People, and they had a character for each letter of the alphabet, and my favorite was Mr. X. And Mr. X, this version, his whole thing was that everything that he touches got really mixed up and weird, and so I created a me on my Nintendo Wii, because that's what we did back then. Yes, but this isn't a crossover with Mega Man X. But yeah, ever since then, you know, I've noticed that there's other mixed Mr. X's all across the multiverse, and I don't know, given what happened today with this stream, something feels like the original Mr. X might still be somewhere in this new one. Because the villain of this game, of course, is not Dr. Wily. I swear, it's a guy by the name of Mr. X. expect for this because I haven't beaten this game, but I don't know. I get the feeling that Mr. X had something to do with everything that's been going on. But yeah. Hello everybody, welcome to Mega Man 6. I've beat all the first 5 games in the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and I've just got Mega Man 6 left. Yeah. She may have Mr. X, but her aim is getting better. That was a good one. Oh, great time. Professor Xavier just attacked the United States in the comics. It's probably him. Wait, seriously? What? Yeah. X and Mr. X are 2 totally different unassociated characters. Yeah. Kind of weird that they have that name and have nothing to do with each other. But anyway, yeah, let's just get started with this. Finally. Sorry for the late stream, but, you know. In the year 20XX AD, the first annual robot tournament was held. The first annual robot tournament. That sounds exciting. I'd like to see that. Can we play that? With 8 of the world's most powerful robots. But... you know what? But what? Mr. X, the sponsor of the tournament, took control of the robots and began to take over the world! Mr. X, why? It's time to tell you the truth. I've been manipulating that fool Dr. Wily from the beginning. No way! But now I no longer need Dr. Wily's... Okay, we'll stop you. Follow me, Rush. I missed what he said there, but man, this Mr. X guy, he looks like he seems like bad news. We really gotta stop him, don't we? I haven't played a lot of this game, although kind of weird, Mega Man's eyes don't do the thing where you follow your cursor. But, I've been told that Windman is good to go at this first. He's got the mechanical power, he's the master of wind. They've got, like, all the stats for everyone, that's cool. Something cool about this game is that all of the robots are pretty much themed after some other country. Based on the pandas, I'm guessing that Windman is Chinese or something. Oh, Yamato Man, nice One Piece cameo. Is there a Yamato Man in One Piece? I forget about that. Is my audio good right now? Seems like I'm a bit low. Voice is really low compared to you. Really loud compared to your voice. Let me turn this up a bit. Is that better? Yeah, I was just about to ask. Sorry, the mic is a bit farther away than it usually is. Do I sound better now? Oh, and there's Yamato, who is a man. Oh, right! I forgot! Yeah, Yamato from... Yamato from, yeah, I know him. It's much better? Okay, cool. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so yeah, Yamato Man, I'm guessing is Chinese. Or, I mean, Windman, not Yamato Man. Yamato Man, I think, is Japanese. How am I supposed to get through there? I probably need some sort of weapon I don't have yet. So yeah, Windman is Chinese. Awesome! The graphics look a lot better than last game, even though man, this is, I don't like, I don't like these, These things seem hard to deal with. What's your motto? I don't know. What's the motto with you? It's switch with all the jokes today. Switch if I'm right, I think that, did you say this was your favorite Mega Man game? Just out of curiosity, what do you like about it so much? You can break big blocks of the power adapter, which you get beating after being Flame Man, which is next, okay. So these are just like the little floor sweeper things, except bigger, and, they actually have an animation, when they speed up. Actually, that one is a bit easier. I don't like those. Come on! Alright, there. These are, platforms that change direction. That's gonna be difficult to deal with. Oh, what's that up there? Probably something I could get with an item. It's an E-Tank! Can't reach that right now. I don't have Rush Coil. I don't think you get Rush Coil in this game. You get, different adapters instead. It's absolutely one of my favorites. The graphics, music, the adapters are really fun to use, each offering a unique playstyle with advantages and drawbacks. That sounds really good. This music is pretty nice sounding so far. And the graphics do look really nice. I've been very excited to try out the power adapters. Yamato is the oldest native name for Japan. Oh, really? So this is just Japan Man, or Yamato Man is. Why is Mega Man become a disco party? That's what it looks like when he charges his Buster. That's just how it happens. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly normal. I am really low on health. I hope I get a refill sometime soon. Dang it, I edged him off the screen and, jeez. Alright, well. Some localizations actually call that Robonos in Japan. Nikes. Also lower overall difficulty in the game compared to the other titles. Also, you get the jet adapter after being Plant Man. Good to know. I assume that Plant Man is weak to Flame Man. That just seems to make sense based on my understanding of elements. Power adapter is how I imagine Roll would have fought in the OVA with punches. Yeah, that makes sense. I do with the Mega Man Upon a Star OVA did have a really nice battle designed for Roll that I wish they would use more. You can hide under the low ceiling to blast away at the big guy. Good to know. I think I ran away from him, but, you know, good for future reference. Plant Man is weak to Blizzard Man, who's weak to Flame Man. I mean, I guess that also makes sense, because plants can't really survive in snowy environments, usually. Jeez! Okay, those fans blow much harder than I was expecting. Wait, Roll fights in that OVA? I've never seen it. Well, she doesn't really, is the fun thing. She does get battle armor. She just, doesn't use it because, I think right after, the battle armor is revealed, Mega Man and friends get isekai'd into the real world. I really should watch that OVA. I've been wanting to do, like, reviews of a bunch of different, Mega Man adaptations because they are all very interesting in their own ways. Some are much better than others. Roll seems to fight in the Brazilian Mega Man comic, but mixed blessings there. Yeah, the Brazilian, I mean, she does get a lot of action in that comic, but, there's, if I could, I definitely need to do a video on the Brazilian Mega Man comic, because there is a lot to unpack there. I like that Kalinka is in it more. I don't like what they do with Kalinka, but, you know, it looks like they were like building up to something cool with Kalinka, but then the comic got canceled because it sucked. So they never really resolved that. I like that it gave her a friend, Nastenka, or not Nastenka, however that's probably close to how you would pronounce that. I realized I don't think I've ever actually said that name out loud before. It's hard to tell how to pronounce names in comic books. Come on! Angie mode! There's, Windvan says, don't let me blow harder than I can handle it. Isn't that the comic where Bass flips off Mega Man and Roll is naked at one point? No, that's the one where Bass flips off Mega Man and Roll is naked for most of the comic. And if she's not naked, she's also in some other skimpy outfit. But luckily, Roll is also, like, probably an adult at that point, so it's not as weird, but it's still very weird. That's also one of the comics where they, decided that Mega Man and Roll had a thing for each other, which I don't like that is a thing. I don't. I mean, she's not actually naked for most of it, she's just very often. I don't like that comic very much. It's fun to make fun of, but it's painful sometimes. A lot of the time. Can confirm, I skimmed some of the final issue. It opens with Roll and his siblings dramatically confronting Wily with very naked Roll. Yeah, that's the thing that happened. I don't like how the OVA handled Roll, especially in the last episode. I don't know if I've seen the last episode of that yet. Mega Man wasn't really supportive of her wanting to fight, and there's a scene where she makes a mistake that she doesn't get a chance to fix. Now this whole subplot with her that doesn't get resolved. Maybe there's a reason that, you know, they didn't, I mean, maybe Roll would have gotten the scene where she beats up on Wily is fun, though. That is very fun. I mean, the Mega Man Upon a Star OVA was supposed to be a pilot for what eventually became the Ruby Spears series. And, maybe we would have actually seen the Battle Roll suit get used if that had come to pass. But then they ended up going in a different direction. Please tell me that Roll isn't still called Mega Man's sister in that comic. You know, I don't actually remember. But they did the thing about Roll in the Brazilian Mega Man comic is that she wasn't always a robot. Okay, how many lives do I have? One, and I can't reach that, and I'm about to reach the boss, and I'm gonna die. Technically, I think she's his mother in that continuity. Only metaphorically, okay, so the thing about she's not really her mother, okay, so the thing about the Brazilian Mega Man comic is that they give Roll, oh jeez, that is really good, he can suck me very hard. Anyway, ignoring that. So they give Roll a new backstory where she wasn't always a robot. She was a homeless girl that I think an organization that Dr. Wily was involved in was doing. They were doing experiments on like homeless people for some reason. Anyway, she was like a homeless orphan, and I think she died or something, and Dr. Light was like, I can rebuild you, I'll give you a new life, and basically, in that continuity, Roll, I think, was like, she was used as like the blueprint for all the Robot Masters, and she's why they can be sentient and close to human life. It's weird. I kind of like what they were going for with that whole thing, but they never really got resolved because, you know, the comic ended, and so I think, given that, I don't think that rock and roll are technically related, and so that's why it's slightly less weird. She's only Mega Man's mother, and like she's technically like metaphorically the mother of all the Robot Masters, quote unquote, in like the same way that like Pong is the mother of video games, you could say. Does that make sense? Nothing in that comic makes sense. But yeah, that's from what I understood of what I've read of the comic. It probably sounds insane the way I'm describing it, and that's because it is. It's a very insane comic book, and it's insane that it existed. So what do you think of all that? I'm just here trying to kill Windman while I'm talking about terrible comic books. So that would be like saying Proto Man is the father of all the Robot Masters in canon. But yeah, it's like the same principle there, I would think. And like, I think they were building up to Roll eventually discovering this, but it never happened before the comic got canceled, so we may never know how that would have happened. But, you know, unlike the Archie comics, I'm not really too eager for that one to get renewed. I don't even know how to respond. Yeah, fair. Fair. I read all those comics and I don't even know what to make of it. If there's one good thing I could say about the comic, the Brazilian Mega Man comics, is they're very interesting. It proposes some interesting ideas for the Mega Man universe, and some of them could have been good if they were, you know, executed well. But the unfortunate thing is they weren't executed well. But like the Archie comics, Kalinka is stuck waiting for rescue when they get canceled. Yeah! So in the Archie, at the end of the Brazilian Mega Man comics, they, basically all of the characters got, like, kidnapped and chained up to a wall by, Base Zero and Proto Man. And, there's like and also, of course, all the female characters are stripped naked for some reason. And basically, Mega Man and Proto Man have a back and forth that's like, why do you do this? You don't understand. Why do you do this? You don't understand. Why do you do this? You don't understand. So we never actually, like, get an explanation for why that was happening. But anyway, from that, basically all the heroes, Mega Man, Roll X, who is also there, by the way, and Kalinka's friend Nastenka, they all break free, but, the last we see of the comic, Kalinka is still chained up for some reason, and also at the end of the Mega Man Archie comics, the last we see of Kalinka is that she's just been kidnapped by Dr. Wily, under much different circumstances, that are, less creepy, but, you know, still not great. So yeah. There's something about Kalinka in these comic books, it's just like, they just love getting her kidnapped. You missed a health pickup before that section of the pandas, you can jump off the side of the top of the ladder and slide to get it. Also, 1-up, I think. Oh well, I'll try to do that next time. I was too focused on trying to get all my thoughts out about this insane comic. I promise I'm not making any of this up. We can look it up. There's a very good fan translation of it. I can link it in the description for anyone that for some reason wants to read it. It's a trip. It's not for the faint of heart, I would say, just because it was kind of painful to get through, to be honest. It was. I didn't even get into the thing of there's like an original character named Princess who goes on like a whole tangent about how terrible it is that like Brazilian comics are being overrun by Western characters like Scrooge McDuck, and apparently the original plan was that the author was gonna kill off all the Mega Man characters and the comic would be starring Princess from that point on, but then that author got fired, and for some reason they just kept trying to make it work. Dude, I'm a massive enough Mega Man fan to play the DOS games, and I don't even want to read it. I don't blame you. Also, I think they were implying that Kalinka is immortal for some reason, but Nastenka was refused to explain why. I think that my theory is that wait, the Brazilian Mega Man author tried to pull a Ken Penders. Yeah, kinda. And yeah, and so yeah, my theory for why is because the thing is that the comics take place at a very wait, I probably shouldn't have said dude. No, it's fine. It's fine. Dude is fine for me specifically. It's not fine for every trans girl, but I'm fine with it for me personally. Anyway, so the comic is taking place in the future, like 50 years or something, but Kalinka is like a teenage, young adult age, and X is like, huh, that's weird, why is that? Dang it, I was so close there! So X is like, well, why is that? Why is she not aged much? And like, Nastenka just kinda avoids explaining. So my theory is that Kalinka is a cyborg, and Dr. Cossack like, cybernetically enhanced her so that she could, live on and also, I guess, spread communism to other dimensions, because that's also what she's trying to do, at first, but then she just kind of gets sidetracked with all of, Mega Man's bullshit. And so, yeah, that's, but they never revealed what was going on with that because the comic got canceled. So yeah, that's some Bionic Commando reboot type writing. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Also Mega Man X is there, and he's apparently like a retired hero or something, but he recognizes Mega Man in role as like his ancestors, basically. And so, you know, he joins them, not before curving on roll, which is a thing he does. I mean, that's Capcom giving a license out too. Yeah, Capcom seems to have bad luck with some of these things. This only lasted for like 16 issues. I don't know why this exists. It was supposed to be, like, apparently, like, Capcom went to this guy and was like, we could give you the license to either do an adaptation of Mega Man 7 or just do your own thing. And he decided just do your own thing. He decided just do his own thing. well, now I'm feeling better after the Mega Man TTRPG idea I had floating around. I have bad ideas, but now I know there are worse. Yeah, that's what you should... That's your take, which should be everyone's takeaway from here. No matter how bad you think your ideas for a story are, at least you can't get any worse than the officially licensed Brazilian Mega Man comics. Don't jump into a fan's wind. Try being on the downward part of your jump when you go over the fan. Okay, thanks. That's good advice. I really would like to have some health pickups that I don't need to fly to do. That would be nice. I thought maybe there's some, like, cultural differences between America and Brazil that I'm missing, and that's why I don't like this comic. But because, like, the only person I know